Hey folks, welcome back to Black and White, here in Driftvale City. Finally getting on to the second portion of the game, and not much has changed. This is basically a port town, which means that there's in fact a market with plenty of various goods, some of which are actually useful. See, Driftvale Market. Anyway, I like this guy. You'll see why. He's a heartbreaker. His name, Charles. And basically, in either black or white, he will teach you about a new, amazing, different kind of battle. White will teach you about triple battles, and black will talk to you about rotation battles. And if you have more than three Pokemon in your party, you can participate. And I am so glad that I did the full team run in black, because rotation battles are so much better than triple battles. Triple battles are like double battles except with three Pokemon. Rotation battles are like regular battles except 3-on-3. You could attack on the same turn switching, and you can see your opponent's full team. So basically it turns into this awesome game of prediction. Not really shown because the AI isn't too great, but yeah, you can switch and attack on the same turn. It's really cool. And it's really stylish compared to just three Pokemon in a row and their sprite animations getting in each other's way. Anywho, as you can see, you can switch to any of your three Pokemon at any given time. And basically becomes prediction, tight matchup, everything that people in the metagame really like, except they probably hate this because there's too much certainty in it. Even though they hate uncertainty. They kind of don't make any sense because they're metagame people. Anywho, on the top screen you can see which one you're focusing on if you get confused, but your attention will probably be on the bottom screen. Dig can sort of work and sort of not work at all here. If your opponent only has one Pokemon left, great, but using a two-turn move is basically a death sentence when your opponent can see everything, and they're usually pretty bad anyway. Anyway, yeah, he's a heartbreaker. His name's Charles. So, anywho, switching on over back to white, because white is where I find and buy a lot of things in here. Some are useful, some are not. Sometimes your mounts are... that Charles. He's a heartbreaker. Anyway, this lady will sell you Moo Moo Milk, which is my favorite healing item, basically, because it's so easy to buy in bulk, unlike lemonade. I recommend getting at least 1 dozen. In black, I got 25. Not 25 dozen, just 25. This person sells you bitter healing items, which make your Pokemon not like you as much. If you don't care about that, great. I do care about that because return is tied to happiness. This guy gives you an expert belt if you have a Pokemon over 30. You might not. Expert belts boost the power of, I believe, super effective moves. I won't be using one. Grab that, that's a big pearl, you can sell it for fun and profit. And there's one item that I actually forgot, so I'm going back in. Along with bringing back an old favorite. Yeah. Haven't really had much opportunity, or I completely forgot. But yeah, heart scale. I have plenty of those, more than I'll ever need. But, This game's pretty generous with heart scales, and I'm glad. Yeah, this is, like a bridge or something? I don't actually know. Then down here we have cold storage, which is, it's a big ice room filled with ice. I don't know what they're actually storing. But hidden items here as well. TP up, various things. That guy was a trainer, but he's not. And youngster is hanging around the slums. Why doesn't this surprise me? Yeah, nothing too important there. But we have something here, a hyper potion. Still a bit overpowered for this point in the game. And then this guy's cool. Basically, he has one of everyone's favorite new Pokemon, a Joltik. Joltik being a new electric bug type, which is a new type combination. You won't get to see much of its amazingness in this battle because I kill it, but it's cool and it's adorable. People really like it. And I would hardly recommend them if you can find them. They're fairly rare and I believe only appear in one area. And chance to learn Giga Impact, not a good idea. Don't do it, man. Just don't do it. It's one of those super powerful, needs a recharge turn things. Don't do it. And a Dweller. Now, I actually forgot to heal Lilo after going through Route 5 and whatever I did before that. So Lilo's actually really low on PP, but because I'm a lazy son of a bitch, I'd rather work hard and figure out how to beat him without healing than actually just take a few seconds to go back to the Pokemon Center. So yeah, this is like a warehouse section where all the shipped goods get stored. And cold storage is where you'd store the cold goods, but you never actually see any of those goods. Anywho, over here we have some grass and some item fun. And switching over to black because, as many of you predicted, we have a new team member coming right up. Nice and cold. Vanillite is pure Ice-type Pokemon, I believe only pure Ice-type, maybe even the only Ice-type introduced in 5th generation. It's based on an ice cream cone. I think that's pretty awesome. I don't know about you. So yeah, weaken it with Psybeam, put it to sleep with Yawn. This is a very easy, nice, fun capture. I mean, come on, guys, it's an ice cream cone. How can you not like this? Some people are hoping for, like, something else, and I'm like, dude, it's an ice cream cone. You know, using Heal Ball, just because I never get to use Heal Balls. Ever. A Pokemon caught in a Heal Ball will be relieved of all status ailments and be fully healed upon capture, which is pretty sweet. It only has the catch rate of a regular Pokeball, but it's... they're pink too. That's pretty boss. Anywho, nickname in Vanillite. I struggled with this one because I couldn't think of any good puns. And, so eventually I just went for Edmund. After Sir Edmund Hillary, one of the first, I think he had a Sherpa guide, one of the first to scale Everest and make it to the peak, and that's pretty awesome. I think there's one more trainer and maybe an item or two beyond where I went, but I don't care. God, Sharon's just such a bitter and unlikable person at this point. He's just always complaining about how much everything sucks. You will never ever understand. He's like Shikamaru if Shikamaru were unlikable. Anywho, this is Return of the Ice Physics. If you remember the Ice Path in Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you'll remember how these work. You'll just keep sliding in a straight line. But they're not really mazes anymore. Like, they're not challenging. As frustrated as I might have gotten with Ice Path, it's a lot better than this. Anyway, Scald is actually a great water-type move to use before you get Surf. It's a special move, but it's 80 base power and a 30% chance to burn, which is so cool. And at this point, Berlanga's physical and special attack are not too different, so I'm okay with using something that has double base power. Anyway, here's Edmund's stats, because I forgot to show it off before. Had an experience share, not really ready to start fighting yet, it's like 10 levels under. And not very many good moves either. Avalanche always attacks second, Icy Wind could be alright. But anyway, other than that, we just have a bunch of mostly unremarkable trainers. Like, we got a couple who have the frickin' pan monkeys again, and then Timber. Actually, there isn't a pan sage in here, as far as I'm aware. There's a pan poor and a pan seer, but not a pan sage. Maybe it's just because ice types are good against grass. Yep, this sure is a sliding puzzle. Oh, wow. I don't know what he's so passionate about. Anyway, keeping this guy in because I believe this is the first time we've seen this Pokemon. Girder, evolved form of Timber. So terrible. It has a clown nose and an afro for a skull, and it's bursting veins, and it's purple, and I don't even know what they... Why? Some of the Pokemon in 5th Gen, I really have to wonder, are they intentionally making it look as stupid as possible? Because that's one of those Pokemon. Trubbish's evolution, Girder, and another Pokemon yet to be seen. I swear they were going for the stupidest look possible. Anyway, also showing this one, because it's the first trainer-used Vanillite that we see. I don't think it gets to actually do anything, but, you know, just showing it off. They do exist. Yeah, you can see I'm watching my PP because I still have... I'm using Crunch instead of Return. I do actually succeed. I get through all this without restoring my PP, and I was darn proud of myself. If I had full PP, I could just go through all this with Return, but this forced me to think a little bit. Ooh, and he mentions an upcoming gym. Foreshadowing. Ice Heal, if you get frozen by a Vanillite, I don't think that they have any freezing moves. Maybe Avalanche can freeze? I don't remember. But Icy Wind definitely can't. That's one thing that bugs me about ice moves and stuff, is that there's no guaranteed freezing move. Possibly because a guaranteed freezing move would be really overpowered. But it's one of those things that you're never prepared for. How many times have you actually used an Ice Heal? Like, barely at all. Anywho, healed up a bit, but didn't restore PP. And we have a showdown with a bunch of Plasma Grunts, yay. This was a little tense for me, but the tension wouldn't come across on camera. Because by this point, I was basically down to Reversal. So I had to get Lilo at a low HP, and then use Reversal on the rest of them. So the first trainer got me to low HP, and then I used the Reversal on the rest of them, and they didn't pose much trouble. Anyway, yeah, they all think they're strong in their own way, which makes me think of Lady Gaga again, but... yeah, Clay's here to save the day. Now, I really wish that they had given a Clay, like, a really offensive Southern accent. Just because I really like offensive Southern accents, because Southern accents are basically the most fun to make fun of next to British people. No offense to anybody British, or Southern. I just like accents. I mean, he has a cowboy hat and everything. I mean, he says ain't and yup, but that's not nearly offensive enough. It's kind of not at all like that, Sharon. Yeah, this is the part where I don't like Sharon anymore. Anyway, Never Melt Ice, powers up ice moves. Maybe I'll use it on Edmund, maybe not, I don't know. But anywho, that takes care of cold storage. Now we can go off and fight Clay at the gym and get yet another badge already. So let's head back to the Pokemon Center get ready. Next time we'll be taking on the gym, and I will see you guys next time.